Welcome back, everybody. Now, it's a new year. Does that mean new fitness goals? Well, D1 Training can help you. General Manager Gisette Alleman and Coach Jonathan Kitmitto are here to show us what they can offer. What are you guys all about?
Yeah, so we are a training facility for athletes or anyone with a fitness goal. So if you have a goal, come to D1 and we will help you get there.
What types of programs do you have for athletes and for training?
Yes, so we have personal training. We have group fitness training for overall athleticism. And then that personal training is for more sports specific. So if you have a football player or a basketball player, bring them in. We'll go into our goal setting room and we'll talk about their goals. And then we'll set them up with a coach and we will get them there.
Well, Jonathan explained too, sometimes you go to these facilities or maybe a school wants to get better in football or basketball or hockey, those types of things. You will actually go to places?
Oh, of course. Yeah. So the nice thing about D1 is you guys can either come to us, work out in our amazing facility, or we have a lot of tools and pieces of equipment we can take to them. So that'll be taken to either a house, local field that you guys like to play on, or your PE class.
How much of a difference can this type of training do for an athlete? You say better, faster, stronger?
Yes, absolutely.
That's your motto.
Yes, we are sports specific. We're backed by over 100 athletes, professional athletes, Peyton Manning, Chris Paul, all work out at D1, and we really do take our athletes to that next level.
How important is it, do you think, to get that edge? Maybe a little bit more of an advantage when they have this training?
Oh, it's crazy important. I mean, just with the science and technology that's out there nowadays, training on a regular training program just isn't simply going to cut it. You have to go that extra mile. You have to get that specific explosive performance help.
Well, you've brought some coaches, right? And
Absolutely.
You're going to explain a couple of moves that could make a difference. Can you walk us through those?
Yeah, sure thing. So Coach Alex and Coach Bree, we have our two lovely coaches over here. We're going to demonstrate a full body workout, something that everybody can do from home. Coach Alex is going to start us off. Kettlebells. Kettlebells are something that a lot of new gym goers like to use but may not know how to use them, and it's super easy to get hurt. So let's go ahead and demonstrate some good form. Coach Alex is going to demonstrate a upright row to a front squat. So he's going to keep his core nice and tight, break down at the hips, push his hips all the way back as he squats down and staying straight up. Now, a fun challenge that you guys can do while you're here is it being 2023, 23 reps per exercise.
The challenge.
Oh, yeah.
And how heavy is that weight?
That's a pretty big kettlebell. He's making it seem like it's nothing, but it's about 60 pounds right there.
60 pounds. And how important is that form where you're talking about the squatting and the even and the balance?
Oh, extremely important. It just takes one little misstep and now you're not working out for another 3 to 4 weeks.
Wait, what is he doing though? You're pulling and squatting?
Yeah, so essentially you're pulling that kettlebell all the way up to your chin, keeping your shoulders out, flipping your grip super quick, and then hitting a front squat.
And that's one rep.
That is one rep.
So he's got to do probably 20 more.
Absolutely.
keep on going, Coach. All right, you have a second demo, some equipment that I haven't seen before.
Yes, so Coach Breed's going to be working out with the center mass bells here, and we're going to demonstrate a exercise that whether you are an athlete or not is done all the time, and it's called RDL. So with this exercise, Coach Breed's going to have her feet shoulder width apart. She's going to push her hips back, unlock the knees, keeping her chest up as she does an RDL. Now, the nice thing about this is something that you guys do all the time at home. An example would be picking up a laundry basket off the floor. Can't tell you how many stories I've heard of somebody went to go pick something up and I threw my back out. So this is why it's super important that we start working on the little exercises.
So
like
this is working your back or the front or both?
This is a full body workout
Full
right here,
core.
just like the previous one.
Okay, and then what's the weight that she's holding?
The weight, she has 15 pounds in each hand, which is a total of 30, so that's going to be enough.
So 23 reps right there.
23 reps,
right.
nice and
Coach
easy.
Bree. All right, the last one I know people have seen at the gym,
For
these
sure.
ropes, and they're heavy.
Yeah, sometimes the ropes can be weighted, and a lot of people, we don't use ropes correctly is what we see.
All right.
So with the ropes, we want to make sure that they're pulled into our hips, and Coach Alex is going to do some snakes, alternating snakes. This is a great workout to test not only core strength, but it will test your shoulder strength, and it's a very intense workout on the lungs as well.
All right, so many things that you're working your full body. You have a promotion going on right now, 25% on?
Yes, on 25% off of all of our programs, and just call us, say Good Things Utah, and we will get you hooked up with an amazing deal. We work with kids, youth, and adults. What better way to work out as a family? Come visit us at D1.
Love it. D1, 25% off. They're right there in Sandy. They're also on Facebook and Instagram. Thank you, guys. Thank you, coaches.
Thank you so much for having us.